Hello, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of why it's important to give a message when you're a medium. I had been tutoring this 26-year-old young man from Long Island. And just recently, last week, I woke up on Thursday morning and I logged into Facebook and I see this urgent message and it says, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I can't find your phone number anywhere. The weirdest thing, it just up and disappeared from my phone, but I really have to give you a message from your mother. So shoot me a message with your phone number. So I shot him a message and then he called me and he told me, he says, yeah, he goes, I've had this feeling to call you since last Saturday, but I've been kind of hesitant that I can't find your number and I've been looking and it just up and disappeared. He goes, it's the weirdest thing. He goes, it's almost as if like I'm not meant to call you. He goes, but your mother wants you to know that you're not supposed to meet up with your brother. You need to cancel the appointment. And I just looked at him and like, and it was really early Arizona time and he's in New York. I said, really, Sal? I said, now you give me the message. He says, does that mean anything? And I said, yeah, my brother got in a really bad car accident last night. He was on his way to my house. He's in the process of moving back to our hometown. And he was dropping off some items and picking up some items from my house. And he was on the 101 heading northbound. And he was right where the 60 backs up in Tempe, Arizona. I said, and a car came barreling through at 80 miles an hour off the HOA V lane without even, I don't know what she was thinking. She was in the HOA lane going 80 miles an hour when everybody who lives in the area knows that the freeway just doesn't move. It's just, you just come to a standstill. Well, this girl wasn't paying attention, so she plowed into the back of my brother, who then plowed into 5 other cars. And needless to say, it was a 6-car pileup. And the car that he was driving was totaled, but it wasn't just that it was his car. It was my mother's car that if you watch some of my previous videos, my mother had purchased this brand new Lincoln Nautilus right before she died. And she was so adamant about who got to drive the car. My poor sister, as I talked in the other video, was never allowed to drive the car, but my brother was the favorite child, so my brother got the car after my mother had passed, and he had planned on driving this car back to Arizona, but anyway, he ended up totaling this car. So I said to Sal, I said, you didn't have any kind of clue that, nothing? He goes, well, my throat's been really hurting from like here to here. And I'm like, that's your sign. Your throat chakra is blocked. So whenever you start getting nauseous and stuff, it's because you're holding the information in. I said, don't hold the information in. Give the message to the person. The messages are meant to help people. So if you're out there and you have a message for someone, I would highly encourage you to give the message, because if you do, accidents like this could definitely have been avoided. So in my next video, we're going to actually talk about what happened the day of the accident and how I actually had a visit from my father. So stay tuned.